Hey, everybody, and welcome to Handle Her with Care podcast. I am your host, April Marie, and welcome. I'm so excited to have you here. Just a little bit about me. I am April Marie. I am a self-care coach. I teach women how to care for themselves from a lens of restoration and not resentment. So around here, we fill our own cups because waiting for someone else to do it is going to cause you to have negative feelings or resentment feelings or just kind of like a little bit feeling depleted, deprived, right? So instead of allowing it to go all the way left, we choose ourselves. And it's not to be selfish, but it's so that you can be intentionally loving, right, towards yourself. And then it allows you to be more selfless when you're giving back to the people that take from you every day, right? Like we have people that we have to care for, our children, our spouses. If you're a business owner, right, your businesses. If you are an employee, your boss, and all of the people that are pulling from you. So being selfish or self-loving or self-caring, it's what keeps you going. It keeps you moving. It keeps you flowing, right? But if you're waiting for somebody to come back and say, hey, where's April? Let me love on her. You're going to be waiting for a long time. It takes a long time for people to remember you when you don't remember yourself. Remember the law of attraction, right? We bring to ourselves the things that we are already having and radiating. So if I'm already loving myself, I can't help but attract people that are going to love me as well. And it would be a great indication if I'm already loving myself and I come in contact with people who don't love me, then I know off top, that's not for me. That person doesn't care about me. That person doesn't love me. I can feel it because I know what it feels like to love myself. So before I get started, for certain, I want to make sure that I pay my dues. I do my house cleaning, right? I got to say, shout out to 661 Creator Space, the place where I create my podcast, the place that has made all of my multimedia needs come true, my dreams come true when it comes to this beautiful podcast that I absolutely love. 661 Creator Space. If you don't know, you better ask somebody, okay? This is the place where I am able to get the full experience of great customer care, great service, a beautiful set to speak to you all on, and also some great consulting and information and advice. You know, the bottom line, you get what you pay for. This space is fabulous. And with that, I'm able to create the content that I desire. I love it here, and I'm so thankful. I also want to give a shout out to my show sponsor. You can find us at My Hair Honey. The website is not up yet. I told you all that we are in the revamping stages, but let me tell you, I have created a new oil. It's an anti-aging formula. Whew, child, my scalp is so thankful, smells good, feels good. And I got my hair braided on this side. And when I tell you that my hair grew out, I mean, I use growth oil, of course, because it's everything. But the anti-aging is like phenomenal. I started getting a couple gray hairs and I said, let me try to formulate something that will help to restore my hair to its natural color. And if you don't know, then now you do. Amla oil is everything. And that is a component in this anti-aging growth hair oil serum that I've created. So get into it. You can find us online on Instagram and also on Facebook. And then coming soon, I will let you know when I relaunch the site because I will have a restock of the growth oil and also a new stocking of the anti-aging. So I'm very excited about that. Okay, so let's get into our topic today. In a world of AI bots, droids, drones, and all the other tech stuff, computers and apps and dating apps and everything like that, physical interaction will be the new form of self-care. Physical interaction, right? And I was talking with my son while he was here, and he said, and I quote, "A hug goes a long way, Mom, especially when you don't get hugs every day." And that's a quote from Kalum, Holland. He's a Texas Southern University student. And what he meant by that was when I greeted him, I hugged him so firm and we hugged so long that I could feel my heart, kind of doing an extra little pitter patter. And so that is a restorative measure, is a warm embrace. It makes the difference in a day of an individual, sometimes a week of an individual, right? So being intentional with our physical interaction really matters to our health. And I'm going to get into that right now. So just a disclaimer, we have to use discernment when hugging and touching people we hardly know. We always want to be safe. Okay, let's clear that up. We want to be safe. We want to be intentional. We don't want to be hugging random people or using the techniques that I'm going to talk to you about just to be throwing it out there. Like, come on, be a safe hugger. Don't be inappropriate. Come on, let's not get weird. But for this episode, let's just consider that we know our cuddle partner and or our cuddle professional, and our safety is present and accounted for. Okay. We are safe. All right. So there's the disclaimer. So in order to relate to this episode, you don't have to be a physical touch person. I know a lot of people that say physical touch is not their thing, and I get that. I'm not trying to turn you into a love language physical touch person. What I am trying to say is that you're not the only person that is in a relationship and might need that type of touch. What I'm also saying is that because we are human beings, physical touch is a part of how we exchange energy, recharge, and restore. Okay? Your partner or support animal also needs to connect. So this is how you do it safely and with your highest intention of bringing warmth and love and comfort into your space. Okay? Some people don't come in physical contact with other human beings throughout their day, their weeks, and sometimes even their months. Isn't that interesting? They don't touch others often, but they may engage in meaningful conversation, but they don't physically connect. I'm a hair care specialist, and sometimes my clients come in, right? And when I hug them upon entry, because that's a part of who I am, I have heard some of my clients say, and I quote, "Wow, I haven't been hugged or physically touched in so long." Or, "Wow, thank you. I needed that." Or, "This is the first time I've touched someone all day and I didn't even recognize it. Thank you." So the fact that people can recognize when they have not been touched and then they finally come in contact with someone and it feels restorative, it feels refreshing, it feels warm, right? It feels loving. That is intention, and it's purposeful, and it is life changing. Okay. This is why there has been an influx in cuddle businesses. I don't know if you guys get those notifications. And I'm a hugger and a toucher, so I don't know why they're marketing to me, baby, but because I don't have this issue. I am a snuggle queen, okay? But I've been getting an influx of advertisements for cuddling businesses, right? So professional cuddlers, snuggle supports, pets that are, companion animals on the rise, selling emotional support pets. Cuddle Companions is, I think, a business I keep seeing. Cuddle Comfort. People are paying up to $53 an hour just for physical, non-sexual support. That's saying something. That is saying that there is a lack in just our own human connection, safe human connection, right? And the point is to relate to each other. The last episode that I did was for date night, ways to reconnect emotionally with your partner, with your spouse, right? Your partner, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your relationship. Like, how are you cultivating that? How are you keeping the connection deep so that it's not shallow, right? I think that I had mentioned in that episode that when the roots are deep, the wind can blow and that tree won't move. But if we're planting only shallow roots or trees that only have shallow roots, the wind can blow and there goes that whole relationship, right? The goal is to plant deep roots so that any form of weather can come to your relationship and you will be able to withstand it. And how do you do that? You do that by emotional connection, physical connection, spiritual alignment, okay? These are very, very, very important things. And so if people are paying $53 an hour for physical, non-sexual support, then we know that there are some things missing in our fertilizer, right? Our roots are not deep enough to support all of the things that come with our relationship as human beings. This is why it's important to have your daily dose of feel-good hormones, right? Oh my gosh. And I'm going to say it again. In a world of AI, physical touch will be the new form of self-care. Okay. Because these apps are taking over. People are getting less and further and further and further away from touching people. And that is a way that we gain support. That's the way that we gain energy. That's the way that we, lower our cortisol levels. Okay. I'm getting ahead of myself. So cuddling offers significant health benefits by releasing oxytocin, the love hormone, which reduces stress, lowers blood pressure, and boosts immune function. Okay? It enhances emotional intimacy, improves sleep quality, relieves physical pain. Anybody in physical pain? Come on now. And eases anxiety by lowering cortisol or stress levels. These effects foster feelings of safety, connection, and relaxation. I know for certain when I am snuggling and cuddling, I feel nothing. I don't feel pain. I don't feel stress. And if I'm sitting there and my hand is being held or my back is being rubbed or a hand is on my back or my neck or whatever, I feel safe, connected, and relaxed. And if I had like a little shooting pain in my arm or whatever is going on, right? Who knows? Then it dissipates, because it's something to this physical touch thing. And we're getting into it. So reducing stress and anxiety. Physical touch triggers oxytocin, which calms the nervous system and lowers cortisol, the primary stress hormone, right? It improves sleep quality. Who else needs to sleep better? I know I do. I mean, I turn on my rainstorm sounds, my rainforest storm sounds, and it's beautiful. And man, with that window cracked and my heating blanket on and the ceiling fan going, I got a lot going on, okay? I might have a night sweat, might not, who knows? But that is the element. I have my oil that I sprinkle on my sheets that smells like lavender and eucalyptus, right? I'm setting the tone for rest. But how much more effective would it be? And I'm doing that for myself, okay? Self-care, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. But how much more effective would it be if I was able to have a partner in the bed with me, cuddling with all of those elements as well? Wow, right? Just visualizing it improved the quality of the sleep even more. And I haven't even experienced it. I mean, come on. So the sleep quality, the release of oxytocin and serotonin promotes relaxation, helping you to fall asleep faster and achieve deeper and more restful sleep. Here's the thing, and I'm just going to say this. I have cuddled and slept with people, men, and there have been times where I was completely unable to sleep well. And I believe that that's because I did not feel safe, connected, and it did not promote relaxation. So being in alignment with your cuddle person or the person that you're choosing to sleep with or be in the bed with or whatever the case may be, relax with, is paramount. Okay? I'm not saying jump in the bed with anybody and just try to snuggle and figure it out because you want to sleep better. That's not going to help you sleep. It's the connective tissue of all of the things that make it that much deeper. Okay? So it boosts heart health. Did you know that? Okay, cuddling is associated with lower blood pressure. All these people running around here having beet juice and grapefruit, that helps, right? Beet juice, grapefruit, and so many other things like natural fixes that you can do to help to lower your blood pressure. When all along, you also needed a cuddle buddy, right? It reduces your heart rate, contributing to improved cardiovascular health. The pitter patter, right? It's the alignment. It's the connection and the safety that promotes the relaxation. Love this. Okay, so it also strengthens relationships. It builds emotional intimacy, trust, and a sense of security between partners, friends, and or family members. I think that this is why the professional cuddlers and sleep partners is becoming huge because, most of the time when we're paying for a service, you feel like you can trust it. It comes with reviews. It gives you a sense of security. And sometimes partnerships can be extremely toxic. So people deciding to live single and then just pay for non-sexual chemistry is becoming a thing. Well, I want to say that I would much rather you have a very fulfilled relationship with someone who you're aligned with, and be able to trust and have security and true partnership, is what would really be more fulfilling. I would hope, I mean, sometimes, right? Is it going to be the man or the bear? I don't know. Sometimes we don't know. But, big picture, I want it to be the man. I want it to be your person. How about that? Okay. So relieves pain and boosts immunity. The release of endorphins and oxytocin can act as a natural painkiller. While reduced stress improves the body's resilience to illness. Come on. I got this information from the Better Sleep Council. You better talk. I love that. We need that. Don't we need it? Okay, so the release of endorphins and oxytocin, I love that this is scientific. This is backed by science. Hello? Like, get into it. A natural painkiller? Like I said earlier, I be having little pain, shooting pain. My fingers hurt. I'm a cosmetologist by trade, so my fingers hurting, baby. Just a good hand rub, hand hold, and inflammation just dissipating. I'm being funny, but right? It's natural. This is why we're in constant touch. This is why it's so important to have physical touch. Okay. Consider this duration. So research suggests that cuddling for more than 6 seconds. Okay. So don't be talking about it's hot. Don't be telling me, move, baby, it's hot. I'm so hot. Shut up. Turn the fan on. I'm right here. Can maximize the release of the feel-good hormones. Okay. These benefits apply to romantic partners, children, so cuddling and snuggling your babies, for both of you, your children. Even, my 12-year-old, he is taller than me, honey. He could pick me up. Carter can pick me up, you guys. Right? Cuddling with Carter on the couch, just having him lay his head right here on mama's lap, and I rub his locks and he falls asleep. Guess what? It's helping benefiting both of us. Both of us. So it doesn't just have to be a romantic partner. It can be children, friends, and pets. So when you're hanging out with your girlfriend and you just holding hands, you just talking and laughing and, you just close, that does the same thing. Isn't that something? So it doesn't have to be a man. It doesn't have to be a woman. It doesn't have to be a spouse or whatever. It can just be you physically touching a friend. I was talking to my friend today, Xavier, the one who owns this 661 Creator Space. And she was like, girl, I've been running, so I'm not hugging today. And I was like, no problem. Give me your back. And she's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, give me your back. And we rubbed backs because I understand, right? Sometimes when my kids are not feeling well and they're like, Mom, cough, cough, sneeze, sneeze, right in my face. I'm like, turn around. And then we rub backs and we stay rubbing backs. And then it's like we be laughing, giggling, and then I send them on their way. Now go, 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 go. And I spray the Lysol in their trail, because I understand the need for physical touch and physical contact is real. And what it does for your body, we're learning here, is science. It actually does make you feel better. Okay? So how long should a hug last? Okay, so while the average hug only lasts 3 seconds, a hug should ideally last 5 to 10 seconds to feel comfortable and beneficial, and not to be awkward. Because, right, so if it's like your close friend, sister friend, and you run up and it's like that good long, I can hug a sister friend and it will not feel awkward for 30 seconds. It's nothing. It's like, does this need to go longer? And then, it increases, that longer push in. And then that little gentle rub, like on the back, like, oh gosh, yes. And then the little giggle that comes. I don't know. Have you done it? If you don't, knock it till you try it. That little giggle that comes that says, I see you, I feel you, I love you. Come on. That right there is day changing. Moment shifting. That deep hug where you can just feel the compression of your hearts and the beating, right? The circulation, the breath. That moment, it matters. Not only to you, it's not a selfish thing. It is a reciprocal effort to share love, care, and concern. When you see your man, and you throw your hands up and you say, hi, baby. I'm so happy that you're home. And then he comes to you and then you hug heart centers for, 30 seconds. And you pull back a little and then you bring it back in and then you pull back and then you kiss and then you bring it back in and you snuggle the neck. And you can feel my eyelashes brushing up against your jawline. Come on now. Hello. Does that sound good to anybody but me? Because, baby, when I tell you I know about the cuddling, I know about the hugging, I'm into it, okay? It's a thing for sure. So hugs should last. So we said what hugs be lasting, okay? 3 seconds, just a pat. See, hey, girl, hey, babe, No. Then it should, it could go 5 to 10 seconds. That's a little bit more comfortable. But the real hugs, right, that are for maximum therapeutic effect, releasing the oxytocin and the serotonin, should last 20 seconds or longer. And that's why when I'm hugging and it's a 30-second non-timed, it's not timed, but that longer hug that I described where it's like pressed and you feel the energy, and now here comes the giggle and the chuckle, that's 20 seconds or longer, because guess what? We have just released scientifically, not just April Marie, scientifically, thank you to Psychology Today, it's releasing the oxytocin and the serotonin. Boom. I don't have to keep going with that. We already know. We know it's necessary, so let's get into it. Let's do it. All right. So the 5 to 10 second rule. Studies suggest 5 to 10 seconds is the sweet spot for pleasure, right? As long as it feels as it is long enough to feel connected, but not long enough to become awkward. So this is like a peripheral friendship and associate, someone maybe you shared information with, but not someone that you're, really emotionally tied to. It's like, hey, 2, 3, 4, 5. How you doing? Release. It still says I care. It says I'm here for you. It says I support you. It says I appreciate you taking your time to be here with me. It's connection, right? The 20-second therapeutic hug is a 20-second hug. It helps reduce stress, calms fears, and increases feelings of safety and bonding by releasing oxytocin. Okay, so the brain chemistry on this is impressive. Hugs lasting 8 seconds or more can release dopamine, promoting feelings of connection and belonging. So we got serotonin, oxytocin, and dopamine shooting through your body. No, you can't feel no pain because your body has just released every type of endorphin that's just gonna boost you and push you through like your body's excited now. You have a new vibration coming in. It's everything, right? So too short versus too long. So while short hugs, 1 to 3 seconds, are common social greetings, they offer lower emotional and physical benefits. So, cultural norms and also the nature of the relationships also determine, right? So I'm not going to be coming up and hugging your husband for 20 seconds. I ain't going to do you like that. I'll do a handshake, a fist bump. We can even do a pat, but it's definitely going to be, no body contact and all of those respectful things because we don't want to be disrespectful. We want to love each other, right, fairly. So ultimately, the best advice is often to wait until the other person starts to let go, ensuring the embrace is welcome, consensual, and not uncomfortable. So essentially, when you're hugging, you're 1, 2, 3, you feel that person kind of release, you say, okay, I'll release you too. That way we know we're on the same page. We're on the same page with this, babe. It can go as long as you need it to, and I'm comfortable releasing early or whatever the case may be. It's all good. We've connected. We know we're here supporting each other. I love you too. Let's go. Right? So, okay. So the benefits of oxytocin in men. It's a crucial hormone and neurotransmitter. Supporting reproductive health, sexual function, and emotional bonding. It facilitates penile erection and ejaculation by contracting reproductive tissue. It aids sperm support, regulates testosterone production, and fosters social bonding, trust, and stress reduction. Dang. So that's what oxytocin does for men. And thank you, Cleveland Clinic, for that information because good gracious, like we need all that, right? Especially if you're in the baby making stages. Like, come on, give me some hugs, baby. Let's release this oxytocin so we can get them good babies, we can get them out. So social and emotional bonding, pair bonding and social interaction, often known as the love hormone. It facilitates emotional connections, bonding with romantic partners, and forming social attachments. Remember, guys, this is for men, right? Parental behavior, it is linked to forming bonds with children and promoting nurturing behaviors. So that the oxytocin, this is what it promotes in a man. Him bonding with his children, right? And nurturing behaviors. Stress reduction, it acts to lower cortisol, which is your stress hormone, and it combats the stress. So it's also a mood regulator. It acts on the brain to boost relaxation and improves mood. How many have a grumpy spouse or have seen somebody's grumpy spouse? Partner, person. What the heck, right? Like who wants to deal with that? Big picture, nobody. Hug them for the 20 seconds. Let it breathe, okay? Let's get some oxytocin up in this mug so we can get that mood regulated, okay? Prostate health is also It's believed to be involved in the growth regulation of the prostate gland. So let's go. Like, these things are science. This is not just, like I said, April Marie telling you, just go ahead and get you a hug. No, this is the truth that we need each other. That's really the connective tissue here. So oxytocin levels in men, that was a deep breath, huh? Sorry, y'all. Oxytocin levels in men can be increased naturally through physical touch, such as hugging, cuddling, positive social interactions, exercise, and music. Make sure your man is exercising, boo, and listening to good love music. That way when he comes home, he gonna give you a hug. Y'all gonna get busy. It's all gonna be good, okay? All right, so the benefits of oxytocin in females. Okay, the primary chemical produced in women during physical touch is our best friend of the day, oxytocin, often called the love hormone, or this is a new one, the cuddle chemical. I love that. That's so cute. Look, give me my CC of the day, my little cuddle chemical. Yes, I need it. So in women, it's released by the hypothalamus. It increases with hugging and skin-to-skin contact. Massage, amen. Come on, self-care. Massage and sexual activity. Reducing stress and promoting bonding, trust, and feelings of calm. Thank you to Harvard Health for that information, because what we need to know, what is this going to do for me? Not only does it make me feel loved, but it's actually producing positive effects within my body. That's beautiful. Physical touch does something to your brain and to your physical body. Wow, right? Okay, so the key aspects of oxytocin and touch for women, it's bonding and trust, right? It's the central to building emotional attachment, reducing anxiety, and fostering closeness between partners. The physical effects, so beyond emotional feelings, so we're moving beyond that. We're transitioning or transcending above physical. It lowers, beyond emotional, it lowers your blood pressure physically and reduces stress, reduces cortisol, which is the stress hormone. It also lessens pain. They bring the baby out. You've had a delivery. They put the baby on your chest. I just watched a delivery yesterday on Instagram. And the mother delivered her baby in the car. Second birth in the car. It was like her sixth child. Baby slid right out. She made two little noises. She didn't even make no noise, okay? Because April Marie would have been saying, give me. So, okay. All right. I won't do the reenactment for you, but let me tell you, she was a G. She pulled the baby out, put the baby on her chest, and instantly she was calm. She was like, okay, wow, look at how much hair she has, or he has. I can't remember if it was a boy or a girl, but congratulations to that mom. Look at how much hair he has. And oh, it's so beautiful. And I'm thinking to myself, good God, he's so great. Like, she doesn't even, the pain part isn't even resonating. Her husband was driving. They were stuck in traffic. He had his hand on her thigh, on her leg, on her back, on her cheek. Like, he was just trying. The touch, the physical touch drowned out the pain of delivery. And bringing that baby onto her chest for skin-to-skin contact was the best thing that could have happened to her. She didn't even remember her pain, because it was the physical touch that took that stress and that pain, extreme pain away. So women may experience higher surges of oxytocin during intimate moments, which contributes to feelings of connection. The feel-good boost. Physical touch also stimulates the release of other chemicals, including dopamine, serotonin, which enhance feelings of happiness. Have you ever noticed when your woman's in the kitchen or, you're a mama in the kitchen or whatever, and your spouse or your child or your mother or your father, someone comes in and puts their hand on your back gently and just gives it a good rub for a couple of minutes, and you're just like, hey, oh, why am I laughing or chuckling or smiling incessantly? You know, I think that, okay, so thank you to Dignity Health for that. Other ways to boost this chemical include positive social interaction, petting animals, and exercise. I do notice, I have to tell you, I have a dog, Simba. If I've never told you about him, he is a Rottweiler mixed with a Cane Corso. He is a big dog, I guess. To me, he's still little baby Simba, but everyone who sees him is like, oh my God, he's huge, right? Okay. He's the sweetest thing. And I pull him in at night, and that is where he sleeps, is in his crate at night. And he roams the backyard like a G, okay? All day. He is barking at everything and following leaves and running through the non-grass, okay? Pray for my backyard, Lord, as I get it together through this spring. And needless to say, when I pull him in at night and he goes and he sits patiently by his cage and he waits for me to come and pet him before I put him in, it is, in fact, for me, one of the most relaxing, moments of my evening. And I look forward to it. And I'm not even a pet person like that. But when I pet Simba, I feel a calm. And that resonated with me when I was doing this research. I'm like, I overstand now pet parents, pet grandparents. I understand why it is mood boosting, because it is very calming. And his mood shifts too. He's like leaning in, like, pet me more. And I love that. I love that for both of us, okay? So the self-care benefits. Cuddling is a powerful form of self-care and a physical act that promotes mental and physical health. You're not just cuddling for the benefit of others, but also for yourself, right? Like, we're doing it not just for them. Oh, well, they like physical touch. Did you know that while you're touching them and they are touching you, your cortisol is lowering? Your stress is going away, and you are reaping the benefits of oxytocin. You are reaping the benefits of dopamine, and you are reaping the benefits of serotonin. It is not just for them. Okay? So the key health benefits are reducing stress and anxiety, right? Improve mental health, lowering blood pressure, better sleep, relieves pain. What else would you even want from a physical touch? This includes like associates, partners, spouses, all of that. What? That's amazing. The benefits are there. So get into it. Go on your amazing date night. So that means you got to watch the episode before so that you can find a date night that fits you best, or challenge yourself to do all of them. I gave you 5 dates that are more so luxury. I gave you 5 very budget friendly, and then 5 at home, very simple, sensual moments that you can have with your spouse or with your significant other. You have a pet. If you don't run out and get one, because, they be expensive. But go out and get one if you want one, and implement that into your self-care regimen. And if you have children, or when you have children, engage in physical connection with them, whether it's rubbing their head after you read them a bedtime story, right? Whether it's, giving them a little foot massage and talking to them before you put their socks and shoes on. It's releasing more than you know, and it is helping not only your mental and emotional status, but also your physical well-being. And I'm in love with all of that, okay? So before I leave you today, I want to just have some notes. Y'all ready? Get your pen and paper, because these dates are important. April 15th through 19th, 2027, there is a Radiance Wellness Reset Retreat. You heard me. The Radiance Reset Retreat offers space to grow together and restore your life's vision. So join me April 15th through the 19th, 2027 at Kalum in Tulum, Mexico. I'm so excited. I'm partnering with one of my close friends. I've known her for over 20 years. Her name is Coach Jana. You can follow her on Instagram. She's incredible. She does hikes. She does yoga. She does wellness. She is like amazing, a wonderful woman with wonderful restorative care practices that will benefit you from head to toe, right? And then you know me. I am the self-care queen. I am April Marie, the self-care coach. I, live for moments where I can share any value that will help you to take more stock in how you care for yourself, right? And because you've learned how to care for yourself, you're even more able to give to your community and to your family. And so I think that the two of us together, baby, is power packed. It's incredible. And I can't wait to drop the information and the itinerary. It's dropping this month, March 22nd. So get into it. Okay. I'm going to have the links for you as soon as they drop. And please bring a friend. I think we have 16 spaces and you don't want to miss it because it is eco luxury. Do you know what that is? Look up Kalum, honey, and you're going to see it's everything. Kaabalum. And it is in Tulum, Mexico. So we are going on an international wellness retreat. I'm so excited. You have no idea. So follow me, follow the journey, right? On Instagram at handleherwithcare_podcast. You can definitely follow me, my personal page at ROXSTARR_life. And if you have like young children, please subscribe to Levy's House. It's on YouTube. I read books expressively to our children, right? Our children. Because every child deserves a bedtime story. And I'm not saying that parents aren't reading to their children. I'm saying that sometimes, I was a young mother once, sometimes life gets ahead of us and we don't have time to read to our kids. But every night, a child deserves to get a book read to them because that's how we build and flourish their imagination, right? That's how it flourishes and they grow and they think because they're seeing something bigger and broader and more colorful than what is just laid out in front of them. And we all know how this world is right now. So we need to be a little bit more intentional with making sure their imaginations stay intact and that their innocence stays intact. Okay. So, also you can subscribe to my email list through my website, www.aprilmarieholland.com. Please go there. You can check everything that I'm doing. You can book a hair appointment, right? You can book a self-care one-on-one. You can book a self-care group session, right? You can also subscribe to all of my YouTube channels that I have posted there. You can also find the links to my Instagram for social interaction. I'm here with you and I'm doing this life with you, right? And those are things that are important to me, for sure. So get you a cuddle buddy. Okay. Learn how to have the restorative practice of hugging and using physical touch in your everyday life, because not only does it help emotionally, but it helps physically and mentally and all of the things that make you a whole person. I am your host, April Marie, and I'm so excited to continually bring you amazing content. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. And even more, thank you for sharing, because, health is wealth and sharing is everything to me, I know. So thank you. And remember to handle yourself with care and love, right? I love you. Okay, bye.